Hey guys, how you doing? So we have another scan tool. This is a scan tool by Ancel. This is the DS100. I also reviewed their DS200 and their DS500 BT. So if you're interested in either one of those videos, you can watch them. I'll put the links up in the right corner. But this is the DS100. It's a budget-friendly scan tool. This is a 4-system scan tool, meaning that this will scan the ECM, or the engine control module, the TCM, or the transmission control module, the ABS, or the anti-lock brake system module, and the SRS, or the airbag module. It does have 7 of the most popular resets or special functions. Has a 5-inch touchscreen, quad-core 1.3 gig processor, has 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of ROM, or the built-in storage. It does support 2.4G and 5G Wi-Fi. One of the coolest things I like about these Ancel scanners is there's no account required. So as soon as you connect to your Wi-Fi, you can start updating it. You don't have to create an account and have to log in or anything. It does have lifetime free updates. Just to give you an overview of the scan tool, power button, this is where the cord hooks to. This is a corded tool, USB-C. It does come with the charge cable. The USB-C is how you charge it. Now this will charge whenever you have this connected to your car, to the DLC port, it will charge as it's connected to the car. So if you use this enough, you'll probably never need to actually charge it up using the USB-C. Give you an overview of the scanner. And just to give you a idea of what the layout is here, let me go ahead and start up the screen recorder. Okay, so you got your auto search. That's typically what you're going to use whenever you connect it to a car. You've got your diagnose, got your OBD. That's also where you're going to get to your IM readiness monitor. So before you take your car in to get a state inspection, you may want to hit the OBD just to make sure that all your readiness monitors are ready. Your maintenance, there's the 7 most popular special functions or resets that it comes with. That's pretty much probably about all a DIY guy is going to really need to worry about. Your file. Anytime you do a report or a screen capture or anything, this is where you're going to go to find that. Consult, your service, of course your update, and your settings. And I'll just click real quick down through the settings so you can kind of see what's there. Anyway, let's get it connected up to the truck and we'll see how it works. All right, guys, so we're connected up. I'm just going to hit auto search. Got the key turned on. You can see up in the upper right corner, it's got your voltage, 11.24 volts. Along with your battery level of the scan tool. All right, I'm just going to hit automatic search. You can see that you've got multiple options here. I hit yes to that. You can see it ID'd the vehicle. We'll hit yes. Now I'm just going to do a health report. System scan is where it'll scan all the modules, but it won't check for DTC, so it's a little bit quicker. And then system selection is where you'd go in and you'd select which modules you would want. So if you wanted your ECM, you'd just click that. If you wanted your transmission control module, you'd click that one. I'm going to hit health report, and it's just going to scan the 4 modules that this truck has. It may also scan the transfer case module, since that's part of the transmission. And yeah, I see it's got the transfer case on there. So if you've got a 4-wheel drive, it will check your transfer case also. All right, so we got a code there. There's all the modules that it scanned. You can see it's got a nice description of the code. It is a history code, not current. We're going to go into the ECM. This has got the M5U transmission. And we're going to go into the live data. Of course, you can see right here where you got version info, you got your read DTCs. We already know that there's no DTCs in this particular module. If there was, you could clear them right here. We're going to go into the live data. And GM kind of groups their data into groups so that it makes it easier. Like if you're working on O2, if you got an O2 code and you want to look at all the anything related to the O2 sensor or sensors, there's where you got your heated oxygen sensor data. Pretty much everything that should relate to the oxygen sensor should be in that group. We'll just go into the very top one, engine data. And what I specifically am wanting to check here is the graphing ability of the scan tool. And I'm just going to select some pit. You can select all of them, or you can select a specific, number. And I'm just going to go down through here. Give me just a minute. I'm going to select about 8. All right, guys, I just picked 8 random PIDs, pretty much random. There was a couple that I specifically picked. The first thing that I wanted to look at, you can see it's got a metric and imperial button, just like its big brothers did. What's nice about that is that if you're used to reading your units in metric, then you just hit the metric button and the units will be in metric. Imperial, you hit imperial. But another nice thing is if you look at the little down arrow, in this case next to the 15 psi for the barometric pressure, if I click that little down arrow, it will open a little menu that has other units that you can select from. So pretty nice feature that you can do that. And you can see over to the side the little graph column. If you wanted to read one of these in graph form, you hit the graph button and then you've got your graph form. I'll hit my gas pedal. Then you can see the plus signs. If I want to add a graph to it, you hit that plus sign. And then I can select from the 8 PIDs that I selected, I can select another graph and lay on top of it. So let's go back. And you can see down at the bottom, you got record, report, graph, save sample, compare sample. I'm going to hit the graph button. And it looks like you can have 2 graphs at a time up on the screen independently of one another. If you want to deselect one of these, you hit the little fly out arrow, deselect whichever one you don't want, and then select, go through the list and select the one that you do want. I'm going to hit throttle position. And I'm going to go ahead and start the vehicle up. And we're going to come over here. We're going to go back. I just want to see how responsive the graph is. I'm just kind of revving the engine up a little bit. You can select minimum and max values also. You can see the little button right there, minimum and max. Usually the default values are pretty close to what you need, but if for some reason that they are not what you want, then you can always change them. Anyway, looks pretty good. Go back. Looks like a nice little budget-friendly scan tool. If you're looking for just a 4-system scan tool, this is another option that you may have. Take a look, see what you think. Free lifetime updates, no account required, and appears to work okay. And I showed you the special functions or the resets. Anyway, we're done. This is the Ancel DS100. This was a 2016 GMC Sierra that we had it connected to. And you guys take care.